All right, to everybody at home, hopefully you're coming back on. You found us again. Not sure what happened. I was informed that the stream had crashed, and I've been probably talking for about the last 15 minutes, roughly, with none of you watching. So, anyways, here's where we stand. If you missed all of this, I'll go back over it. If you did catch this, well, then I'm sorry if you're hearing it again. Coming down the stretch in the position round, Chad Nelson shot 178. William Jones shot 203. Clark Poelzer shot 256 and 1. Clark jumps past William and Chad. Chad does hang on by 9 pins. William gets bumped out of the stepladder. And we are in our first match here. Clark Poelzer, our number 4 seed, against Chad Nelson, our number 5 seed. You guys can see the score. You can see what's going on. Currently, Clark had a 4-bagger there in the middle. A couple of them, the 4th and 5th frame, or 5th and 6th frame. Light in the 5th frame carries a 5-7 late. Last 2 to go. And then has that split in the 6th. So had a pretty good lead, and then he's had just a little bit more of the over-under look on this pair. Chad has kind of kept it in play a bunch until that last chop right there in the 9th frame. Again, sorry we lost the feed. I had no idea. Somebody came up and said they had gotten a message from somebody that the feed wasn't on. So I'm sorry for those that missed most of the first match. The reason we are tilted cameras in a side angle, Chad had bowled on 5 and 6, and Clark had bowled his match on 3 and 4. Those are the 2 live streaming pairs. So their position round matches were on those pairs. I tilted the cameras over to 7 and 8, so neither would be on a pair they just came from. We will move back to having 3, 4, 5, 6 be our stepladder pairs as we move forward after this match. So Clark can go off for 234 here. Best Chad can do is 219. Well, there's a little 5-7 to slow him down a little, but that's it's enough for a win right there already by 1. So Clark will advance. Chad's going to take 5th. Clark will move into the next match. He will be facing Scott Anderson, lefty out of Mankato. Scott came in at plus 249 after the 6 games of match play. Won all 6 of his matches through match play, so 180 bonus. That's always helpful, obviously, to help propel yourself into that stepladder. I'm going to step away for just a second, mute the mic, let these guys know what they've got going forward, and then I'll be right back on. All right. We are back on. Cameras adjusted. We're back on our regular pairs here. So here we have our number 3 seed, Scott Anderson. And he will be bowling our number 4 seed, Clark Poelzer, who won first match against Chad Nelson. See Scott leaving an 8-pin on his first shot. Pretty good ball.
Yeah, I mean, it always just kind of happens.
So waiting in the wings is our number 2 seed, Dave Oulman. He came in at plus 295, and then our number 1 seed will we be waiting for that finals match, Brady Stearns. He came in at plus 375. All right, Clark's first shot here. Match number 2. Good shot. Very solid. Big double for Clark to start this match out. A little pressure on Scott right away. Scott made a good shot, left that 8-pin, but Clark with that double, like I said, puts a little pressure on right away, lets him know he's here to play. Yeah, missed in, well, in to out. That's a fortunate break. Just a 7-pin for him. Yeah, looks like he kind of tugged that in a little bit, but on these sport patterns, a lot of times you'll get a whole lot of push up front, a little more oil up front, especially on his side because nobody's helped him break that down. And so a miss in actually ends up projecting quite a bit further left for him than what he expected. So the in to out kind of mix. Get over there. All right. Good spare. All right, pair of spares for Scott. Start the match. Clark does have a double up there, as we see, so Scott does have to get to work pretty soon. Clark's not the type to give him a lot of room to breathe, so I would expect he's going to step up and make another quality shot here in the third. So Scott probably needs to get himself moving and going. What's that? Yeah, we're announcing.
Where'd Tommy go? Did he go to the Twins game?
No, Father's Day dinner.
Oh, good for him.
Right?
Happy Father's Day. Did Twins win?
Twins win.
I don't know. I didn't see
No.
Twins score.
Somebody at home let us know. Twins win.
I don't think they started till 3. Eat my zebra cakes.
Zebra cakes are not healthy, Chad.
Okay.
Not healthy.
I didn't eat it today. I'm hungry.
Cheryl, can you tell Chad that maybe he should have a burger or a chicken sandwich instead of a zebra cake
And a Mountain Dew.
and a Mountain Dew?
No, you're good, David.
The only thing that's in your way is your hair.
So you get her trimmed up.
No, his hair looks really good today. Dave Bordson got a haircut. Looks nice.
So overall, what do you think? Do you think that they expect him to play this hard?
Yeah, I did.
We were really hard when we started today.
Yep.
It showed the guys that made their spares and the guys that didn't. That's
I
the
think-
easiest way a guy can explain it.
Right on. Corby and I touched on that a little bit early on in the match play on the live stream. Just, we had to talk about people we know and some of the things we hear out of them. Eight strikes a game is 220, but on something like this, you're not going to throw 8 strikes a game. That's not there. It doesn't give it to you. So.
I didn't look at the sheet much, but I know there's a couple of guys that look like they're going to run away and be a couple hundred over. It only was what I seen, and
Yep.
they all came back under 100.
Yeah, Vince Bondas made it look like it was pretty simple to start, and one of his first CBAs, or his first CBA, made a great look, and he made match play, and congratulations. He had a fantastic day, and he's got some future ahead for him. He throws it well. But, for sure, when his look went away a little bit, it was gone.
Yeah.
Then he was back in the 170s like everyone else, and that's what it seemed like. It seemed like the type of game you had would set you up for a certain period of time based on how they had transitioned, right? So you could have it in the front part, you could have it in the middle, you could have it at the end, but it didn't seem like anybody had the look that would sustain it. I actually mentioned it earlier. You had the best look, and obviously you led qualifying.
I bailed out a lot of the middle games. I had the 201, 200, 202.
Yeah, you went +3 for 4 games in the middle, right?
Yep. And
That's just making spares, staying clean, or as clean as you can, maybe a double.
Yep, I count everything for opens. I had 5.
Yep.
One makeable miss.
Well, that's the second middle back row for him. He left an 8-pin in the first frame, and now a 9-pin there. And
that's where we bowled each other in the position round, and neither one of us had a very good look there.
well, I thought didn't he have a decent game? I thought he had. Oh, that's right. You were 180 to 170. 8. Yeah, that's right.
Get the wind.
Yeah.
Otherwise, him and Clark would have. The only thing that changed is
That's right.
me or Scott bowls the first match.
Yeah.
And then Clark looked really good on 3 and 4. He had 250 or 260.
256, yeah.
Scott's throwing the ball good today. I don't know. There's half a dozen left-handers, and
He's the only one.
he's the only one there.
You bet.
And he started really slow, he said. I didn't look at his scores, but he said the first 2 games were terrible, and then after that it was just, kind of got comfortable, and looks good now.
Yeah.
Looks real good.
Yeah. Well, and he looked great, really coming down the stretch, minus then that last game, 182 against you. Yeah, he went 240, 2-0, 240, 2-0 to start the match play. So
He was cruising, and we bowled each other game 5, and then we bowled each other again in the
game 6,
step
yeah.
ladder. And I was hoping to get back to him because it's hard to beat the same guy 3 times.
For
So
sure.
my odds were getting better.
Right. Wow,
And
good catch.
He actually hasn't done that a lot today.
He does have a bit of history of that,
Oh, yeah.
but you're right. He hasn't done that a lot.
He hasn't done it as much as he has in the past, but a lot of it, he said, the approaches are very tacky.
Yes, they are.
He's catching his feet.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't see it very often. Today, I saw a 2-hander balk, and
That's hard
for
to
whatever
stop.
reason, right? But that's the deal, right? It's not so much that they wouldn't feel things differently, but
It can be harder to stop.
yeah. It's not like you're hanging on.
You're not in the hang, yeah.
Yeah, you
What are
can't
gonna
just lift
hang
that
on
thing
with?
up and grab it.
Oh, most
Yeah, well, it's, yeah.
I don't know. I think 190's a win on this pair.
For sure. And that's 2 shots in a row for Scott, too, where he's crumbled in.
Thank
You out
you.
here? Good bowling, Will.
Nice bowling.
Um,
See you next month.
That's that's 2 shots in a row where he's gotten away with a little crumble. I mean, those both could have probably been splits, but
Break them up.
it keeps him he's in the match, right? And now he's got a convertible in front of him, and not like a Mustang or a Camaro,
Take
a
either
convertible
one.
spare.
Yeah. Any spare is tough today. You get a little fast and
Yeah.
feet stop, and not good. It actually held up a lot longer. I haven't been outside, but people that have come in have said it's plenty warm out.
Yeah, that's gross.
So for the most part, the qualifying, they were actually really good.
We ran.
They got a little warmer.
Yep.
Humid.
Yeah, we ran out of toner in the printer, like right at the end of qualifying, which took until 2. I mean, this has been a long day. We started at 9 and 63 entries, 24 lanes only.
Great entries.
A
lot of youth.
Yeah, and a lot of juniors.
A lot of youth, and
We had 2 juniors that made it, and then we still had a bonus junior casher.
Yep.
So that's really good.
But again, it shows
Shot Clark.
You got 2 seniors in the top 5.
Yep.
Clark and David.
Yep.
So let them hang around. They're gonna longevity when the scores are tough. Them guys are gonna come out pretty good. Well, they actually got a little variety, everything in the top 5.
You really do. I mean, you got a lefty, you got an old guy that's fairly straight, doesn't hook it a ton with low ball speed. You got another old guy that's got a little more ball speed, hooks it a little more. We got you're an old guy that
was
hooks it
actually
more.
the most I hooked the ball all day. That match was there most of the time. I was just kind of playing a fallback. Playing a fallback with a little bigger ball, nothing huge. But
Yep.
my carry was really, really good until the last 2 games of match play. I was in that ball since the 3rd game of the day.
Wow.
So a lot of little tricks here and there.
For sure. Get through a pair that's tough, or
changing my hand and doing things different. The only thing that I couldn't really use today was ball speed because I couldn't get fast with my feet. It made the approaches worse.
Yeah.
And it just, I didn't trust it.
I've bowled league here a lot. I bowled league during the summer for many years. Good spare. That Thursday night scratch league that Lumpy has here, we bowl 6 games a night in it, and absolutely. Those hot summer nights,
That's tough.
they get tough, and it is what it is,
I know that. Well, I think
centers have a hard time. I've realized that too now. Some of these recent days, I think I've got them plenty cold. And as soon as you get 50, 60 people in there, you've gone beyond where you can even bring it back down.
we had a lot of people watching today too, so that there was a decent amount of people here
There was,
just watching.
yeah.
And you had 60 plus bowlers. I don't know. We had to. Oh, there he blocked again. He had probably 90 people here.
Yeah, I would say
Plus-
that's soft. Plus there were
Plus
open
there's
bowlers on the
open
high
bowl
end.
and,
Yeah.
a lot. I just walked by, put my stuff away, and I see the restaurant's full.
Yep. Yeah, they had a bingo thing going on in there. That's been full today. And all of that affects how the air can try to keep up in a place. So when it's 110 heat index outside too, it's tough to try to keep your inside cool.
Tomorrow's not going to be much better.
No.
Either. It's going to be a little worse.
Well, I was going to play 18 and then go to the Rocks game, and well, I think now. Oh, little
look at that.
crumbler.
I was going to say he fed that one left more than last cup.
We'll see if I even make it to the Rocks game. But our seats are pretty nice. The 7:05 games, we got shade from the beginning, so we don't ever sit in the sun. So I think we'll probably end up going to the game, but I'm not going to play golf.
No. See if he can take advantage of that break. I've been pretty close on this lane most of the shots, so. Better off his hand.
Oh.
my goodness.
It was. You're right. It was better.
Way better off his hand.
He is.
Yeah. I'm hoping. Say hi to Campa.
Carl.
Carl Campa.
I don't know if he's watching. Thanks for letting us know that I was talking to myself earlier too, Carl. I appreciate that.
Me?
Well,
I got a Mountain Dew and some zebra cakes.
he's better than others we've had.
Dave's got Starburst. Yeah, we were eating well today. A little more ball speed for Clark, and
Yeah, so
he's just fading it in there.
for sure. And I've seen this. I mean, he had that 250 to jump everybody, get into the stepladder.
Yep.
But in that match against you, I talked about it. That 4-bagger he had in the middle was ugly.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he crumbled to 5'10", and it's not a power. It's enough to get through, right?
Yep.
It's just not a great look.
That's the only place there is to play right now.
And this is nothing against Clark. I mean,
Oh God, no.
great player, great game. He's just doing all he can,
Yep.
and it's just not a good
Limited
look.
to what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want.
I'd have the same thing right now if I was
Yeah.
sitting out there. I probably wouldn't be able to shape it the right way either. You know, it's
That's why I trapped it as much as I could until the end, and then the fifth match against Scott, I 8-10, just about 8-10 back to back, and that you knew it was going away.
yeah.
But tried to milk it out the best I could, but hindsight, I probably should have switched in game 5, and then I did switch in the match, and a couple poor shots was all the difference was there.
I don't think he's going to get whatever he has in
7-8
his
on
hand.
that hit.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to get whatever that is in his hand to shape right
No.
where he's at now. I don't know what ball that is, but
I don't know.
I
their
think it's
stuff
bigger.
very good.
Is that?
I know he went away from the ball he was using against me because he says, "Holy smokes,
I think it's a
this,
VIP.
this pair is so much tighter down lane compared to what we just bowled on." And I'll agree. 7 and 8, I bowled that match against Clark, and then I also bowled my first match play game there, and that pair outhooked anything I was on today. So 7 and 8 had plenty of friction. I'm gonna get the 7.
Yep.
My
Yeah.
ball hooked instantly.
It
so
did.
hit the lane.
Yep. Worst feeling ever too when you throw your spare ball and you watch it
hooks.
hook 5 boards in the
Yep.
first 20 feet.
Yep. You want to see it go straight down the lane, just throw it outside of about 5, 6, 7 on the right side.
Right.
It won't
We
hook.
talked about that too.
Does it depend on who wins? Where
Not anymore.
Nope.
You'll go to 3 and 4.
Yep. 3-4, and then 5 and 6 championship.
That was pretty good. Firm.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. I think just a half mile an hour faster than the last one, which crumbled but
Yep.
carried.
Gonna keep it interesting. This, be curious. I know he'll probably shape at this, look at it, but sets it down in the wrong spot, it's gonna go to the right.
For sure.
Kind of take either. Oh, it's back. He's
That was one.
He's
Yep.
contemplating.
He's not sure what he's
That's
gonna
not
do
just
here.
What I'm thinking. He's thinking the same
Yep.
thing. A lot of ways to attack this, but
Yep.
there's a lot of ways to miss this
You
right now
bet.
because all the traffic from the right's been so far in. Nice.
Oh, well done.
Very nice.
Yeah. That might look pretty routine at home, but
Not on this.
Yep, that took some skill and well, we all saw him plan it. I mean, he didn't know what to do. Am I going to throw straight at this or try and hook it? I got to be honest, if I was going for the 2-7, I would probably hook at it as well at this point.
Yeah.
I'd give it enough room to try and get lucky enough to be able to,
Well, make sure.
if I throw it straight and I miss in a little bit, it's still going to go too straight and I chop. I guess that'd be my only thought.
One and
Yeah.
Give yourself a chance.
Yep.
Scott's up, what now, 25? Yeah. top
Yeah, he's got
25.
220 max.
That's
And
in.
yep.
And, there's
And that's
an
trouble. You
opportunity.
bet. Yeah. Yep. Clark's 201 max.
Take the one. Take the one, 173. He's up 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he can still go 214 even after this. So, I mean, he still has the advantage, but
Yeah, he gets his one, it'd be 2-0. 203. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I look at this screen, it's way closer.
I know. That's.
I'm
That's
looking at that one up there. I did put my glasses on though now, so I can see.
I should have done that too. I'd see
Well,
better, yeah.
Not much more you can ask for
Nope,
Clark. You're
nope.
going to get an opportunity.
You have a chance.
But
Yeah, sorry
odds
for
are
the bad
pretty-
math at home. I shouldn't read that thing that's 40 feet away.
well, you
32-inch, 2 feet in front of me is a lot easier.
don't throw the double here. You make a mark. You get three, then you make them double.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of things that can happen. It's pretty good.
Well, it's one at a time,
Like you
right?
kinda
I mean,
got
that's it.
a
It's
little more
one at
around
a
that
time.
One this time.
I would say that. Plus, I think he might have been
How are you?
just a titch slower, so I think
Yep.
he had that back end roll from circling it more.
Let it shape.
Yep, and gave it time.
So what did he do on this lane last time? I don't remember.
7-8.
So that's right, 7-8
Yep.
on a light hit.
Yep. I think if you do something similar, soften up a bit. Right.
Speed's
Yep.
going to be huge.
Yep.
'Cause I don't think he can actually move back. It'll go right through the face instantly.
Well, we saw a spare ball.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, that's the only. Yeah.
Just put it there and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Well, spare strike now makes Scotty get 9.
Yeah.
9's a winner. 2 balls. 9 pins. Hope for a tie. 4 through the guts. Get 4 and you get
Right.
a tie. I
Yeah.
don't
Right.
know.
Yeah. That's all Clark can do at this
That's
point.
stretching it pretty good, but yep, one game. Winner gets David Oulman. Yeah, get 10. You never know.
Yep.
Great Church, Big 4.
Right. That's it.
4 through
I mean,
the
you.
middle.
Yep.
Got a
At
lot
this
of
point, if you're
options.
Clark, all you're hoping for is that Scott throws something
Yep.
that creates a lot of wood left, and they're not together.
I will say one thing though. Earlier today, I seen 3 complete frames, no pins.
Wow.
Double gutter, double gutter, double gutter. Not all the consecutive. but
Sure.
I seen
Yeah. Three
different
complete.
people.
Yeah. Gutter.
Yep, and all right-handers, all in the right channel. So that tells you what we started with.
For sure.
It was enough. You didn't want to get the ball going away too much.
Well, 6 is a win.
Yep,
Yep.
6 is a winner. I will take the over.
Yeah, I think he's got it all right.
And boom.
Yep. Good for Scott.
There you go. That's a win.
Yep. Scott will move on to meet our number 2 seed Dave Oulman then in the semifinals. They'll be on 3 and 4.
Yep. And honestly, Dave's look is, the longer the days went,
Oh, the better.
the better Dave's
Easy.
look has become.
Yeah, I mean,
he just kept pouring, because he was kind of hanging in there. We weren't too far apart in qualifying, and he just,
Yep. Out of match play, not great. Or into match play, not great. 190. But he won.
Yep.
But then he goes 35, 25, 58, 48.
yep.
Right. So there he's,
So-
250 over right there.
Here's another thing for Scott. Like Scott says, I looked at a sheet. He beat me twice. He won all his matches.
Yes.
So
I mentioned that
he
earlier.
has
Yep.
not lost a match yet.
Yep. No, unbeaten so far.
That's rare. Very rare.
You keep talking. I'm going to go tell him what
2
to
on
do.
each. Yep, 2 on each. Give her hell. Start over. Now that I can see the qualifying sheet and check everybody's names out here, wasn't paying much attention. Matt Payne was the number at minus 76. Brandon Brown was your last cashier at minus 85. So that gives you an idea what we're bowling on. Didn't even have to average 190 to get a check. That's nice. I like the scoring pace. Anytime it can be under 200, I think that's just great. trying to see if Scott had bowled on this pair earlier, but Jason don't have the lanes on there where we were at. I gotta find a sheet. Match play. Dave Oulman did not bowl on this pair. And Mr. Anderson did not either. So neither one of them have seen this pair since qualifying. Yeah, and Dave's 6 games are pretty impressive on the match play. 189, 235, 225, 258, 248, and then shot 190 in the position round. Dave won 5 matches. And I think looking at this, Brady might have been the only one that had 6 deuces in match play. 240, 240, 20, 210, 240, and 240. And he swept. He won all his matches also. I kind of got the short stick. I only won 3 matches. Clark had a tie, and he won 4.5. And William Jones, he bowled good, solid. Match play, he just, same thing. He only had 120 bonus, so that left him a little short. Was lucky enough to sneak by him by 10 pins. I was just looking at the win losses while you're gone, and
Yeah.
boy, that's Brady swept. Dave had 5 of 6.
Yep. Scott
Anderson
swept.
swept.
Yep.
Clark had 4.5.
Yep.
I had 3. And Jones had 4.
Yep.
And then Zach said the same thing. He big last game, but he only won 3. Well, I mean, after that,
Yeah.
it really don't come into play.
Yep.
I luck neither one of these guys bowled on this pair in the match play, so be curious to see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
6:44.
I was
Starting the semifinal.
I texted Cheryl and I told her, well, if all goes well, you probably won't see me till 8:30 or 9 o'clock. So, and then Dave rode with me, so I can't leave anyways.
You're stuck.
I'm here anyways, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I did not. I don't know. The weather helped or hurt. I'm not sure. 60 entries is pretty impressive, I think, for this time of year.
Yeah.
Like I said, we had a lot of youth. A lot younger.
Yes. And a bunch of seniors, too.
Yep.
But last year we had
This is always a good
60
turnout, it
at
seems like.
Bogarts, and this year we had 50. Some. We had 60 here last year and 60 again. Cedarvale, we had 60 last year. I kind of expect that. People like Cedarvale.
Is that our next stop?
Yeah, yep, 710. And people like it there. They like to bowl there. The summer's the only time we can sneak in there because he's so full with leagues and everything.
Yep, that's one of my favorite places
Yeah.
to go. I
Yep.
like Cedarville.
So I think we'll probably have some good entries there. And then Sunray, with the way Robbie Lawrence promotes.
Clark.
Good bowling, Clark.
Very nice.
Yeah, great tournament. Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, the way Robbie promotes it.
Yeah, the way
That's
Robbie promotes
much
everything.
appreciated how he does that.
And we've done great the last 3 years there at Sunray with, I think the last 3 years have been like 70 entries
Yeah.
there.
I know that's a long day too. Seems to be.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I mean, people. I don't mind being here all day if this is what people prefer.
Good
is the
strike,
one
Dave.
day and
Well, that's just it. If you're going to have, if you want a 2-day tournament, yeah, you could come in and you could be, out of here by 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Saturday.
you got to come back.
But you got to come back Sunday. You'll be out of here by 2 on Sunday.
Yep.
But
But I would drive
2 days.
home. Yep, I would drive home and drive back. It's like, nah, 1 day is fine.
so you bet if you're going to try and sneak a competitive event, that's going to challenge people and make them have to bowl more than a sweeper type of game number, then that's what you get. You get being here till 8:30.
Just looking here, this is a different ball than Dave was throwing. I know his stuff pretty good because we bowl
that's
together.
a good double.
But
I can't tell what that is.
I can't tell what it is either, but it's got a little more blue to it. He was throwing a black or a dark colored, maybe a jab or something earlier.
Sure.
I'm not sure what this thing is. And Scott's still using that green IQ, I think, right?
Yeah, the emerald.
Emerald. So final match is going back to 5 and 6.
5 and 6. Yep.
That's interesting.
Oh my God.
What?
I am so sorry, people at home.
Oh, forgot to change the screen.
Forgot to change the screen over there.
Nobody yelled at us.
Nobody's yelled yet, but
Where do you see it? On your phone?
yeah.
That's a good pitch. 6 pin. I don't remember. Brady win last month? Or who won last month? It was Brady, wasn't it?
Yes.
Still isn't very many of them in that category, back-to-back winners.
No. Nope.
It's kind of a small,
Even with the lesser.
kind of a small club.
Yep. Even with the lesser entries that we had over a period of time, it still wasn't a lot of them. I mean, you, Dan, Carl's done it, of course. I'm sure Sam has probably done it before.
Yeah, I don't think it's I don't think Cryer maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, because he got to 10 really fast, so he had probably. Oh, I know he did. He won 3 in a row, I believe. No, 3 out of 4. The first year I started directing, he won the first 2, skipped 1, and then won the next. So it was 3 out of 4.
Yeah, I don't remember. That one I had that one monster year, and it was. I don't remember if I won 3 or 4 in a row.
Well, I know I've given
It
you
was unbelievable.
the multi-trophy for 3 at a minimum.
Everything went right. I mean, it's just it's hard enough to win these in the first place, but then to have something like that, you know, everything's going your way when you get something that even back to back.
For sure. Well, this is no different than like, let's say, golf, tennis, a lot of individual sports where when you find rhythm and you find, feel and touch,
Confidence.
you can be really tough for a period. It typically ebbs and flows and you lose it again. But
ride the wave until
you give it all you got while you have it.
Take advantage while you can. It is easier if I just watch the screen. I always want to watch him, but it's easier to see on the screen.
Yeah.
Not the easiest of spares here either, later in the day.
I wouldn't have liked a 3-6-10 if I was a righty. So I mean that's his version.
That was my miss in qualifying. I chopped that once. Otherwise,
put a 9 behind it, and I really don't want it.
Not on this. No,
Nope.
Not on this at all. Sniff it a little too far right, and you'd be 6 out. And you go the other way, you chop it. Ooh,
that was a bonus.
That's a steal. David got around that one a little bit.
That was a bonus.
It's kind of nice when you used to bowling with the guy. You can see it right away before it's even off his hand. When he can do the fallback like this, get in, keep his angles tight, pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean, I think our final match is going to be pretty good because if there's anybody that has the game ability and that to beat Dave when they're like this, it would be a you or a Brady, somebody that can control speed, roll, shape.
I'm curious. I actually going to 5 and 6. I'm gonna be curious. Dave, I think he can still fade it.
I think so too.
Keep his angles tight, but if Brady tries to circle it a little bit, I'm curious what his ball's gonna do.
Well, he's been using that Nova down the stretch too, which is it is a lot of ball, but it's not.
Yep.
Very smooth down lane. Doesn't change direction fast
No,
or hard.
It gets going forward pretty good and
Yep.
controls it. It's just is it going to go through the pins.
Yep. And that is the deal.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice shot, Scotty. Kind of a important double here right away. You know,
Yeah.
Dave looks pretty comfortable.
Yep.
Let him know you're still here.
Yeah, let them know it's not going to be a runaway.
You're not going to get away from me.
Fun crowd today at the Flaherty's.
Oh, they're busy, I guess.
Look,
Still got 10 lanes now.
I was going to say, it's
lanes.
summer, and they probably got 12. I mean, it's a 36-lane house. That's almost
always
half of the
busy.
upper.
Got around it.
Yeah. Yeah, and that wasn't the shot you want to make,
No.
you know,
No.
for obvious reasons, but it also, shows your opponent you don't have a firm grasp of the pair. You're not in control of what's in front of you.
So far, we've went down right in order where we started.
Yeah.
I was fifth, and Clark was fourth. Right now, it's not looking good. Good for Scott.
Right,
So
right. Yeah. Well,
See if
and
somebody
we
can
touched on it.
upset the
I mean,
finals.
Brady and Dave were,
Yeah, that was-
they were 305 over each,
they ran away from the
tying
rest
at
of us.
248. Their, position round match, or a match before position round. They've got a look that's above the others
Yep.
at this point. So no surprise that they're 1 and 2, and that Dave is looking pretty good in this match. Their shapes are matching up better.
I was going to say, I look at these sheets here, but I think after William Jones, I think the score's dumped off pretty good.
Big. We talked about it going in. Well, I did. Corby was
that
gone
was a
by
good
then.
shot.
Williams Jones was like 190. Clark was like 160 over, and then it went to like 88.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the final.
Yeah.
when
So
we
it
were-
was an
when
80.
we were-
It was an 80 pin difference, right, between 6th and 7th at
Yep.
that point.
And
So
Mitchell,
that's why I was saying
Mitchell
on the
with the
stream.
big 250 the last game, he got up to 145.
Yeah.
And then after that, it drops another 40 down to Matafee. And then it keeps tanking.
Yeah.
Yeah, you keep looking down. There's another kid that impressed me. I didn't see him bowl a lot. Is it
Ethan.
Ethan Tepley?
Yeah,
Is
Tepley,
that what it's called?
yeah.
Throws the ball very nice.
Yeah. Yep.
He bowled good today. I wasn't around him a whole lot. Nice to see Ben and Nick come back over.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Very glad to see them make the trip.
And Matt gained a few spots after he snuck in. That was a BB.
Oh, that was.
That was a BB. When in doubt, draw her back,
Yeah.
David. Robin Hood.
What you do is you take an arrow out of your quiver.
Mm-hmm.
You see.
And then I did that, and I ate 10. Brady said it was the 5-pin that spun over to the 8-pin spot, trying to give me a little credit, but would have been better if it would have just been the 5-8-10. Would have had a chance of smearing it.
I would have loved to have seen the 5.8710. That would have been great out of you.
Yeah, I would get a kick out of it. Why not? Margette, which Margette?
Dave.
Was David. I
Yeah.
bowled him on 1 and 2. He left at 2, 4, 5, 10.
Oh, no.
And he says, "How did I leave that?" And I said, "Well, I don't know how you got the 8-pin out myself." And then he went up there and covered it like nothing. Yeah, we had a little pillow fight on 1 and 2. I think we had one mark in the first 7 shots. I was fortunate enough to get a nice string to get to 220, and then he started leaving stuff like that. So another guy that said he's looking forward to bowling more and more tournaments. So that's good.
Well, and he was at the top
He
through
threw the ball well.
qualifying most of the way. I mean, he went, he qualified second right behind you.
Yeah.
Well, he's 42 back, but he had 174 his last game. He went, his last 4 games, he went 5 games, 180, 180, 180, 175.
Yeah. Yeah, you're losing 20 at a clip. It's
He was up there a chunk before that, you know.
That's why I was talking earlier. When you announced the scores, I figured I was about 5th. I didn't pay any attention. All I knew is I just keep shooting 200, keep getting my spares, and a little bit I looked at the sheet. The one younger kid was like 170 over.
Bondus, Vince.
Yep, and then
he had a great day. Well, he had a tough match
Will
play.
Was up there. I figured Brady was going to check out and run away eventually, but he
never did.
Never did.
No, until match
now.
play. Yeah.
Yep. He said
Scott's keeping it clean, but clean ain't.
Brady said he had one. It's kind of a teaser ball reaction. You know they're hard, and he had decent shape, so then you just kind of, I'm not gonna look around. And then once he got a few shadows, and he probably should have switched ahead of time.
Yeah, right.
Told me. See if Dave just throws another BB. I got a little more shape to it.
Not a ton. The 8-10 were the last two out.
Yep, they're gone now. They're gone.
They are gone. I was still pretty firm.
Curious what
Not a lot more circle.
Curious what that ball is, because this one, to me, reads a little more than what he was throwing. It rolls a little more in the mid lane and looks like it gives him a little more forward.
Yeah.
But it's not quitting. It's still got some hitting power left. He's been bowling well.
Is that like that Intel?
I have no idea on a lot of the Brunswick stuff. I don't
either.
Ooh, that one was clean. I don't know. Dave bowls year round and probably bowls just as much in the summer months as he does in the regular season. I think he said he's Cedarville bowls doubles.
Yep.
On Mondays.
I don't know if he still bowls here on Thursdays too.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. He's been going up to Bogart's. On Wednesdays they have a little tournament thing. He told me that this morning on the way up. And it's all challenge patterns, and obviously if that's all he's bowling on, and it's paying off because he looks good.
Well, right.
He's throwing the ball really well. Goes up and picks on Big Al at Bogart.
Al deserves it.
I know.
Oh.
Shoved it. Little stick, little shove, no shape. I don't know. Scott's bowled pretty good, like I said earlier.
Yep.
Only lefty in the top 20, and no offense to the other ones, but I don't think they had a whole lot. He made some pretty good shots to get to where he is. And then with the extra traffic of us moving left, and we've been left for a long time.
Right.
That's really got to mess with his set down area.
Oh yeah. Well,
I don't have a good
I don't
have a good angle at that, but that actually looked like it hooked a little bit right away.
Quite honestly, probably insignificant anyways.
Yeah.
But
not gonna matter.
Nonetheless, you don't like to do it.
Better. Posted it.
Yeah, and that's it.
Busted
well,
it off, but
I mean, he probably had leverage and, got all of it, and that's what happens when you do. Especially if you're playing an area where maybe you have had some success not posting them and getting all full leverage.
Not going to change a thing, Scott. It don't matter.
Don't worry.
Third place is still third place,
That's third
whether
place.
you fill the box or not.
Yeah. Lose by 10, lose by 50.
Yep.
It's
At
third.
this point, it don't matter.
Third.
Pins ain't carrying over to next month.
Nope.
Just think if we would have had a rerun today.
Ugly?
Well, no.
I mean, I don't.
Oh yeah, they would have been nasty.
They would have got nasty,
but
but
I'm just looking at the clock. We're at
Oh.
7 o'clock now. If you're rerunning, we would have had to run
40
20
minutes.
20 lanes, probably an hour.
at least
And
40
then-
minutes.
And then the match play scores would have been absolutely brutal, terrible.
Yeah.
He could have had another, I don't know,
20,
half hour.
30. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been 9 o'clock.
It could have been 9:30. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be 8:30.
Yeah. For you, yeah. By the time you're done, taking everything down.
Oh, by the time I'm done, it's 9:15.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's amazing how long this setup takes to tear down
Yeah. I mean,
and put up. People think I'm crazy when I go to them. Is there any chance I can get into the center at like
Night-
6:50?
yeah. Or the night before if
You
it's
know?
quiet.
Yeah. Well, that's the beauty. Like Southway,
Yeah, you set it up before
I went
you
up
went
there.
home.
Yeah, I had it all set up that
That
night.
was nice.
But yeah, like here, I was like, so could I beg you to be able to like
You have somebody let me in the door?
get in at like, you know, and it was like 7, and they were here, and it was great, and I got in. We got it all set up. But that's what it takes, like an hour and 15 minutes before check-in starts, and then it takes about an hour after it's done
Yep.
to get it all packed
Did you?
up.
How many pairs did you have today?
Only 2.
2.
I got a tripod that broke. And so last month I had a tripod, a different one that broke in a different way.
Yep.
I shouldn't say this one broke, but I had this backup one that I brought, and this part that holds the camera
Don't lock into it or what?
is smaller.
Oh, I see.
Notice how that's
Yep.
rectangular?
Yep.
Yeah. So the camera won't go.
No, there's way more than I'm ever gonna understand on this.
I'll buy another couple tripods, we'll be fine.
I'll keep fixing cars. You can have this stuff.
You can do this. All right, well, we got
What'd we have final?
244 to
161?
161. Yeah. We had mentioned that Davis obviously had a dominating look on that pair in comparison. I'm going to go tell these guys what they got to do.
See what that ball is. And David's. See if we can figure out what he's actually using. I don't see the numbers here either. I gotta. Maybe Jason don't know. They're both in the bet you win. I don't see any numbers of what it's worth, but. Maybe he can fill us in when he gets back here. Oh, I do see the screen rolling. Pat says Twins lost 7-1, so didn't miss nothing there. I got the Twins game score 7-1. I
We won 7-1?
lost.
Lost 7-1. You should have said 1-7 then. That's what you say when you lose.
Well, either way, it ain't changing. Brady, back to that idol. I got one, thanks. I got pop. I don't know. This pair is a little different. Be curious to see if either one of these guys can put up a number. I think Brady didn't bowl here either. Brady went 3-4, then to 1-2, then 11-12, and 7-8, and then 17-18, and him and Dave bowled position on 7-8. Now Dave did bowl here. Dave bowled here game 5 and smoked. He had 248. So 1, 2. Plus practice, roughly 3 more games since he's been here, so it'll be quite different from when he was here before. But that ball seems to be quitting now. pretty good. Might be a little late. Coming around the corner. That looked good. Nice ball, Scott. Thanks for kicking my butt. Each got a shot left. See what, I don't know. See which way Brady goes and picking which lane to start on, but right now, see what Dave does here again, but Dave's look on 5 first shots did not look very good. That one he just overthrew. Spare is a treat. Pretty good. What are you gonna do, Bradley? No, which lane? Well, if you didn't hear it, he's gonna have Oulman start on the left. All right, good luck, boys. Good luck. Huh? Yeah. Yeah. This pair especially. I just trying to fill people that are watching in. This pair is a little different than anything else we've had out here. Brady agreed with me and what he's seeing. He's a little bigger ball. He's going to try to get it to slow down a little more, probably to read. I don't.
Was a track latitude pearl.
That's what Dave just
I would
threw?
have never guessed that.
No. And that's a pretty good shot right frame one. You didn't see his shadows, but he had one that was good, and the rest of them were not even
Not
close.
good.
Ooh, Chipotle, Dave. You can take me there when we're done.
On the way home.
Yeah, it's right down the corner.
Oh.
Now Scott took my
Yeah.
supper.
They're on dinner.
I guess I'm not eating with Dave.
Thanks,
at
Scott.
Chipotle.
Sorry, guys.
Maybe if, maybe
I don't
if
know.
I'm real nice, I'll have supper.
Thinking
when I
about
get
going
home.
across the street and just getting a hotel room at this point.
That looked really good. At McDonald's. That's what's across the street.
They got, absolutely.
Great
Thanks, Scott.
bowling,
Good bowling.
Scotty.
Great
Drive
tournament.
safe.
I told Stace we had a free one night on the hotels.com app because we've had like 10, so then you get one. I'm like,
Yep.
why don't you just, when you done working,
Just check in.
why don't you just come up here and check in? Bring my swimsuit.
Yep. Both started off actually really good shots for both guys right away after their shadows.
Well, and we mentioned, I mean, I didn't see the shadows, but
They were not good. Brady was close, but Dave's that's gone.
yeah.
Why'd you raise
Yeah.
up on that one? He grabbed it.
But, I mean, these two had the best look after the cut,
by far.
far and away, so.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
I think Dave, he tried throwing a little harder. I think he needs to just trust it and not fire it and just roll it a little bit, and I think his shape will be fine.
Well, and you got, I mean, the different pair and everything, right?
Yep. That was
750, my good
that
sir.
was really good.
Are these the final two?
Yep.
It is.
Last
I'll get you
match.
some change.
Thank you.
Yeah, them were by far way better than the shadows he threw. I think he was baiting me in to take me under. That's a track ball, huh? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
track latitude. Pearl.
Pearl. Thinking on it, I don't. Must have just got it not too long ago. Oh, a little splasher.
He also had the melee jab.
That melee, that's what he was throwing
Blue
earlier.
melee jab pearl.
That was probably the one he was throwing more in qualifying. Everybody's twins must have really got their lunch handed to them.
Man,
The way everybody answered.
Corbett is he's really good at looking at
The messages.
I'm not good at that.
What happened to me today? She said, I did see that. How long ago was Cheryl asking about that?
Where did Cheryl say something?
I don't know. You scrolled by.
Andrea Harris, hi. Thank you. Good to hear from you. Darren,
That
happy
was
Father's
good
Day, son.
shot.
Thank you.
Campa.
Yeah, zebra
See
cakes
Campa.
are good.
That was a match or two ago. Carl's buying zebra cakes. What happened to me today?
Chad Nelson? I don't know. She's asking, like, are you here? Cheryl, he was here today. Don't worry.
here.
He wasn't, like, gallivanting around town.
I won the first tournament, then we went to match play and I lost.
Yeah.
I won the duration. I outlasted everybody.
You won the opening event.
Yep. That does pay if you get in the optional, so. Do I get a trophy?
I'll give you a trophy.
I led back-to-back months. Does that count as a back-to-back
title?
victories? Yeah.
No.
Half a title each.
Dylan Hawkins, we had a ticket for you for the Rocks game last night.
And he
You didn't
show
make
up?
it. Well, it was a late invite from someone else that was sitting with us, but yeah, he didn't come. And why aren't you bowling today?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear this. I work in the summer bit.
Carl Campa, did you work or did you golf? He didn't either. He's trying to cash in his winnings. Light shaker 8. That
Yeah.
one, a little overcompensation for the last one he got away with.
At Carl's age, he shouldn't have played golf today. Too hot.
No, he'd melt.
Yeah, too hot.
Carl would melt.
Well, the guys said they're going to split the bet you win.
Do you know what the total was or no?
We can look it up. I got a
Well, if
computer.
they're splitting, I'd say it's $1. We'll roll the rest over to next month. Oh, a little interesting there. Gonna shape at the 8-pin maybe to get a little free look, and then the other part that comes in is maybe they want to throw a spare ball at it because the approaches.
Right.
See if Dave can lean on him here a little bit.
1180 is the bet you win.
1180 paid out.
1180, so 590
590
will
Yep.
pay out.
Ooh.
So they're gonna chop that. That looked right. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right and quick.
Yeah. It's a pretty good break. It's a good 9. Could have been a lot worse. Things that went right a lot of times today didn't get back to touch the head pin.
Correct. That was one thing I was really happy with myself. I only flagged the head pin to the right once today.
I saw a couple of the. I won't tell the story because, well, Corbett does each month, but the whole
Yep.
chunk, I
Oh yeah.
saw a few of them today. The miss it on both sides on consecutive shots.
Yep. 3 and 3. It's better than the 3-0-0 I see.
That's
6 more pins on the other frame. That wasn't hard to do though.
no.
Get it going a little right at the start and forget it. I was gonna say he really extended through that one.
Yeah.
It just wiggled.
Well, we're pretty much all square at this point.
Well, they started out like they're gonna prove me wrong here
Yeah.
and say this pair. To me, this is the hardest pair we had on this end of the house.
Mhm.
And the way they started it didn't look that way. Now
Right.
it's come back. That's a nice shot.
I was honestly scared that was going to hook too much.
That's the one I missed. That's the one that I give away against Clark. Yeah, that one was gone quick.
Thanks, you too.
Well, see if Brady can get back on the strike train here. I'm so worried about him on this lane. It's the left lane that looked like he was too comfortable on. projected nice.
That was a good shot. Yeah.
Boy.
Stayed down. Stayed with it.
He's really used this ball a lot lately. Ever since we went to the Masters out in Vegas, he threw this thing down there a lot. It's the same one. It's a good look. It's got a lot of confidence with it.
Well,
The ball really reads good for him.
yep. Tom and I talk a lot on the live feed about our games and how we like balls that change direction more
Correct.
and that, and how guys like you and Brady tend to favor things that don't change direction so
want
much.
Stable.
You
I
know,
want it stable and arc. I can make it come around if I want.
right?
That one was better.
That was really good. That was really
out
good.
on the lane, and I think that second shot when he crossed over, he kind of yipped on it a little bit, and it changed direction.
Could have been the approach too. I mean, he could have stuck and lifted up with it. You never know.
One thing with him, he puts his foot down pretty
He does. You're right,
good.
though.
He
Yeah.
he don't slide much. So
Yeah.
the approach
No, he's a
don't-
pretty
don't
plant.
bother him a whole lot, and that's why he posts a lot of shots too, is because it just walk up there and
Dave.
plant the flag and go.
Right.
Yeah, that it ain't gonna fade on 5 and 6. You're not gonna trap it on this pair.
No, you're gonna have to try and shape it.
That's why I actually did what I did when we went to 7 and 8, and I bowled Clark, because I just went from this pair, and I figured I couldn't do it anymore anyways. Got a hot air hockey game going on the right side here.
Yeah. Well, they got one of them cool tables, like four-cornered. So yeah. I got winner.
Yeah, place is still hopping for
You're
a
right.
Sunday at 7:30.
I know it.
Doing something right. Well, it's close.
Push. Yeah.
Very good. Shot, Davey.
Carl played 8 times in the last 9 days. Carl, I played 36 on Friday.
8 hands of blackjack?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. He played slots 8 times in the last 9 days.
And cashed every time.
Right?
Oh, that's some good stuff.
What happened to Chad Nelson today? You never asked.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, what happened?
Well, I ran into a super senior, and he sent me back, and let's project it a little quick. Shot there, kid.
Yeah, he didn't get that out of the zone, though, either. I mean, I projected it a little bit, but that was still very, very easily in the zone, so to speak.
That was a good catch. Little kid was
Fast parents.
full speed ahead.
Are there restaurants towards the front?
Right around here. Right around to the right. Back behind the games.
I'm on the payroll now, Lump.
Yep. Lumpy, just like to point out that we sent somebody back to your restrooms that asked where they were, assuming that we worked here. And so that's 1 hour of work for Chad and I at $25 an hour.
Yeah, I get called in. It's a minimum of 2.
Well, that's nice.
It's nice.
I own the place. I just get one.
You just get one. That's all
I
right.
get none.
That's all right. Stace will pay you.
Yeah, she'll take care of it. Carl's at Mille Lacs right now.
What are you watching us for? Let's go. You
Yeah,
can't
what do you-
win. You can't win when you're in the room, Carl.
He's playing slots and he's got the phone up with the
Can you
live
sync it to the slot
stream.
machine and watch off the...
I think he's got a magnet. Just magnets it up there.
Cheryl taught me how to use, what is it, airdrop?
Yeah.
That was, I wouldn't remember how to get it back on the screen, but it was pretty neat. It's like, okay, whatever. Get going.
Get there.
That
That away.
was pretty good.
Yeah.
ain't gonna go away easy.
No, he knows what he's got to do, and that's he's got to keep striking because Brady's clean, and he gave Brady an open to work with. So
we'll make it interesting here if Dave can lock one up here in the 9th.
Yep.
Brady's pacing, 220. Dave's 2-1. So, important shot here to put a little squeeze on him.
You bet. Let him know he's still here.
Mm-hmm. I had a feeling this one's going to be firm. It's going to be firm. Easy bet.
Yeah, too firm.
Oh! Almost rolled it.
Yeah.
Yeah, city
I think a
worker
little...
life. You get two. Pat, you work for the city too, so you settle down. I think he's a wastewater in Mankato, if I remember right.
You say Mankato, yeah.
Yeah. All right, what we got?
Well,
220 out, 221. Brady's got to keep his nose clean.
yeah, I mean, he's 40
Yep.
out, max, and
Good count. Get out. You win by
21 max, yeah. So
But,
he's in the driver's seat without a doubt.
but that's the worst thing a guy can start. I mean, if I don't ever think that way. If I just need to stay clean, that kiss of death right there. You start thinking that way.
Yeah.
Strike the win. I'd
Yeah,
rather
well-
always have to strike the win instead of just I need to fill a few frames. That was pretty clean.
Yeah. And I guess in like my mindset is just it's that right there.
Yep.
It doesn't just because I only need to stay clean to win. I don't just want to win.
Nope.
So
Yep.
and I'm gonna try and strike every shot to just
I wanna
make
strike.
it the biggest margin of victory I can make it. You know, it's
And I'm guilty of that. You get thinking that way sometimes. It's like,
all I need's this.
just hang around
Yeah.
and whatever.
Those are the matches I usually lose.
Yes.
Somebody punches out the 10th to beat me by 4. You know.
Yep. Have that killer instinct type deal. Guy can't always do it. So
Yeah. Oh, and that was exactly
Sorry.
what. Yep.
you got it out on the lane.
Just had to keep his nose clean, like you said, and
So now,
then the first one too. I mean, like you couldn't even get one in the 10th and then do that. It's out of the gate.
technically, well, you give him 3 here. He's got 213. So that
Yeah, he's
really
got
that
2-teen.
don't even come into play. You might as well. I mean, the count means nothing here. Dave's still going to have to
to double,
get the
doesn't he?
double. Yeah, I mean, get the 3 and get out. Yeah, get out.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he's got a double.
Yeah. There's your 3. All right. 213.
Yep.
Double and 3. Interesting. It's actually a higher game than I thought we were going to see, though. I really didn't think we'd see 220 and 210. I don't know. Myself, I think he'll make a good shot. It's just, is it going to strike?
Yeah.
Sean, your order's ready. Sean.
Oh,
That's
that
what
was
it
bad timing. Yeah.
Reset, regroup.
Yeah.
Reset, regroup.
Guess I'd rather have it there than when I'm in step 4.
Yeah. Well,
So.
it might be a little, it might help.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. At
never
this
know,
point,
right?
it didn't hurt.
No.
So
let
just
him-
backed off
let
and
him
start
set.
over. Yeah.
He'll refocus. He'll be fine.
Yeah, that was yep. I was gonna say that was slower, and he shaped that more.
Yeah, rolled
That
up.
certainly wasn't the BB that he threw on 5.
Right. No, that was good. Same thing.
Yep.
I think he'll throw it good. It's just that when you're at these angles, that carry percentage obviously ain't very
Yeah, well, I mean, everybody saw that 10-pin, barely chop out of there, so.
Well, deep breath, reset. Again, I think it'll be firm. Be firm to hold line. Are you going to get the corner out or not? Oh, that was, up the back. Oh! That's big. That is big.
That was huge.
Yep. He hasn't won in a while, has he?
No, it's been a bit. I haven't put half of his check. I mean, no, I haven't seen one for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the other thing. It's like, stay behind the line. Roaches are tacky.
For sure.
Please stay behind the line,
Don't
Dave.
fall. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
like 7.
That's all. Yeah,
Yep, that's a winner.
All right.
That's pretty awesome. Them were some big shots, and
219. Yeah, those two in the 10th.
To ask Brady because he looked a little surprised when he Greeked, but I didn't think it was that bad a shot. Maybe he just got a little more on it.
Yeah. Yep. You never know if it was a little
slow.
bit slow, but who knows? But
no,
got a little bit more of it, and
that's a good win.
Yep. Either way, it was a really good match. I didn't expect to see
the scores that high on this pair. That just shows you how much better these two bowled than everybody else today.
Yeah. Well, and we said that earlier. They were there all through the match play at the top. So
nice out.
Anyways,
David.
congratulations,
Nice.
Dave Oulman.
Nice.
219-213 win over Brady Stearns. Join us next month at Cedar Vale, July 10th. Chad, thanks for joining us in the booth.
Yeah,
Always fun.
No problem. I'd rather be bowling.
Happy Father's Day, by the way.
Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and we'll see you next month. Thanks.